Today we're talking previs and some filmmaker deals. Welcome to Film Writer, the show that takes mystery out of the effects and techniques, going to some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Conley, and there are some epic deals for filmmakers going on right now, so let's talk about a few, shall we? Starting with FrameForge 3D. I've talked about this software a few times on the show. I've used it a ton over the years for different projects, including our two latest, Ghost House and Chainsaw. For Ghost House, I only did previs for a few shots just to check pacing. I had a few specific ideas in mind of what I wanted to do, so I used FrameForge to test those shots before we actually went and filmed. For instance, here's one of the shots I prevised. You can see there that my original idea was for her to be looking into a dark corner, the idea being that you think something could be hiding there. But on the day we found that the door slowly opening made for a much more compelling moment. What's great about FrameForge is you can get in and customize everything, how the characters look, what they're wearing, what facial expressions they have, and body positions. Then, since I already scouted the location, I could build out my virtual set to be relatively close to what I was actually shooting at. Then I selected the aspect ratio we'd be shooting, and I'm able to get a very detailed test of our coming shoot. And I did these in about an hour, building out the set and characters included, so if you wanted, you could spend a lot more time on it and get it a whole lot more polished. What I like most is that you can do basic still boards or use tweening to create movement and get a rough animatic, and even when not working on a specific project, I'll often toy around in the software just to try out different shot ideas, from angles right down to dolly movements. It really is a powerful pre-production tool. And no, I'm not making any money from FrameForge, I just really think that this software is that beneficial. This version here is version 3.6, which is what's going to be on sale this Black Friday for 40% off. I've been able to get an advanced look at version 4, which is coming out soon, and that's this right here. Much improved all around. The UI looks better, the controls and functions are all much improved. Best part about this is that they told me whoever purchases the 3.6 version this Black Friday for 40% off will also be getting a free upgrade to the version 4 when it's released. Sales for that are going to be going on until November 30th at midnight, so go here to jump on it. Moving on to some of our own goodies, we are releasing a few new things that I think you guys are going to dig. First off is our horror sound effects pack. It's a pack full of all kinds of must-have sounds for horror and suspense work, like creaks, door sounds, weapons, which are a lot of great knife sounds, some Foley like knocks, pounds, and bangs, then some of my personal favorites, the gore sounds like blood sounds, bone breaks, head explosions, stabbings, and a ton more. I did a whole walkthrough video that will be coming out on the page soon that goes through all of these sounds. And all in all, it's 472 creepy and gory sounds, including a lot of sounds that we use for Ghost House and Chainsaw. We actually have the entire Chainsaw library that Rob recorded for our film in this pack. Then of course we have our new explosion pack. It has 12 unique explosions, each with 4 different lighting angles on each explosion, so you can match your explosion to the lighting in your scene for a better composite. Then we have our new Filmmaker bundles, which are upgraded versions of our old bundles. We have our starter, essentials, and complete bundles, all with new goodies, and we have an all-new horror bundle too. You can find out details on all of those and what comes in them right here. If you do want to jump on one of these bundles, the best time to do it would be right between 12 a.m. CST and 1 a.m. CST on the 25th. I'm going to be giving out a score pack for free to every bundle bought during that hour. The pack has 3 epic style tracks that I made just for this, so if you miss it, you miss it, and if you want to hear samples of those tracks, you can find it on my SoundCloud right here. We have a ton more, of course, and everything on our store is going to be on sale. We're doing up to 80% off, so for more details on all of that, go right here. Now we take a quick break and then hook you up with all the best gear deals that we found around the interwebs this Black Friday. If you're a budding filmmaker, entrepreneur, innovator...
Hey man, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, it is Thanksgiving. I mean, it's not currently Thanksgiving, but when they watch this, it'll be Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Domain.com is a place to go when the next idea hits you.
Turkey Day.
I know you... That actually made me hungry. I was gonna ignore you.
Go back to the read.
Okay. I know you've heard me say that the list of available domain extensions is growing, but you now have the opportunity to name your site and build your brands in ways that was never before possible. I'm just thinking about mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's what I was about to
What are you thinking
say.
about mashed potatoes? You can choose from a growing list of 400 plus domain name extensions like .com, .org, .design, and .club, and .gravy. Yeah. When people are watching this, we'll be eating. Sorry. To show you some love, they're giving you 25% off their already affordable prices when you get domain names, web hosting, and email. Just use the coupon code FilmRiot. I don't usually eat pies that much.
It's so I'm chocolate cream pie. Woo!
Okay, that's delicious. Use coupon code FilmRiot at domain.com's checkout. We think domain names, think domain.com.
Take it into
and
church.
Graving. My turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing. That's like the trinity of yum.
Potatoes.
Logo. Welcome back. Let's jump right into the magic of Black Friday deals with cameras, starting with the least expensive, which is the Canon T5i. This one comes with an 18 through 55mm stock lens, a Rode VidMic Go, and a SanDisk 32 gig card. Usually goes for $900, but the Black Friday gods are giving it to you for $650. There's also the exact same kit for the T6i if you fancy the newer things, and you can get it for $200 off. Next is the Sony Alpha A6000, which is kind of like the A7S's less talented little brother.
Oh, come on.
I feel like the A7S and I have something in common.
Yeah, we got the joke.
We both have a less talented little brother. You were my less talented.
Yes, I got it. Okay. You're a douchebag.
It's a solid camera for the price, and thanks to Black Friday, that price is made even lower. For this one, we have two different versions. The first version is just the body, which originally was $548, but is now $398. And the other version comes with a 16 through 50mm and a 55 through 210mm lens, usually $1,048, but is now $698. Moving on, we have the Fujifilm X100T. This one's a great camera with a fixed lens, so there's no switching lenses out. That's the only downside. It was $1,300, but you can now get it for $1,100, and it does come with a SanDisk 32 gig card. Next up is the Panasonic GH4. We've talked about this one on the show before, and we used it for a few shots in Portal Combat, which mixed with some Red Epic footage. It usually goes for $1,579, but it's now going for $1,279 for them savings. This one also comes with 2 batteries and a 64 gig card. Now this is where things get a touch more expensive up in this mother lover. This is the Canon 5D Mark III. Comes with the 24 through 105mm L series lens, which I personally use and love. This bundle usually goes for about $3,400, but right now you can get it for $3,100, which I know isn't a huge knockdown, but hey, $300 is $300. Next up is my favorite deal with the Canon C100 Mark II, which also comes with the Atomos Ninja 2. This one has a huge drop off in its price of $1,500 off the original price. It was $5,600, but it's now going for $4,100, which I know is still pricey, but for what you're getting, that is crazy cheap. And now for our most expensive thing on the list, this one is the Canon C500. This thing is a beast of a camera. It's the camera that we shot proximity on, and I really adore this camera. The original price is $10,000, but it's currently going for $7,000, so they dropped $3 grand off this thing. So if you're in the market for 4K cinema camera goodness, you're welcome. Moving into lighting, Westcott has a deal on Cyber Monday of up to 80% off on things on their store. I don't know details on that yet. As of when we shot this, that's all the information we have. But Westcott are the ones that sell the Ice Light and the Flex Light that we were freaking out about on a recent episode. So make sure you check out their site on Cyber Monday. Then moving on to another company that makes some great lights, and that company is Aperture. They are going to be having a Black Friday deal that goes up to 30% off. Their deal won't be ending on Black Friday either. It's going to be going to December 15th. So do with that what you will. Moving into software, we have Adobe Creative Cloud. If you don't have Creative Cloud and you're looking to jump on it, this is the perfect time. They're offering 20% off their annual subscriptions, but hurry up and jump on this one because it ends on November 25th. This next one actually isn't a Black Friday deal, but awesome nonetheless, so I'm throwing it in. On December 6th, Red Giant will be having their year-end sale, which will be 40% off everything in their store. It's only for one day though, so make sure to mark your calendars. Next up is audio with the Tascam DR-100mkII, which is going for $70 off. Then we have the Tascam DR-701D, which I have and love, and you can now get for $80 off. Next, we're moving into drones/stabilizers. First with DJI. They have a bunch of different deals happening, like $400 off the Phantom 3 Standard, $460 off the Phantom 3 Pro, and $400 off the Phantom 4. We have links to all those deals in the description below. This one is also DJI, but I'm not 100% sure if it's Black Friday or just a price cut because the Inspire 2 is coming out, but the Inspire 1 version 2.0 is currently $1,100 cheaper than its original price at $2,000. $100. Link for that in the notes below as well. Now last up is very pricey, but I had to mention it because of how much they knocked off. This one is the FreeFly Movi. It usually goes for just under $9,000, but it's currently going for $4,495. They dropped off $4,500 from this bad boy, which yes, it's still more expensive than the Ronin, but that's besides the point.
Logo.
So there you go, the best filmmaker deals we could find for this Black Friday. If you know of any that we didn't mention, toss them in the comments below, and check the notes for links to everything we talked about, including a few that I didn't mention in this episode. And I'll see you guys next week when a perverted talking turkey is out to kill me and all my friends. There's a table here. There's a table. There's a table. There's a table.
It's good, buddy.
I'm supposed to walk this way. Oh my God. Oh.
You don't actually go anywhere. That's just a wall.
Yeah, but I have to walk.
To the wall?
No.
You couldn't have just stopped at the table?
I don't know.
The door's the other direction.
Why is it even here?
Why do you even go that way?
I don't know.